right? How do we respect? What can we take from God? Right? What can we take from God? Right? All we have is, right, His name. That's what we have over here. You asked before, why do we get, right? Right? Lo tisa et shem Hashem elokecha l'shar. Actually means don't lift, don't take God's name in vain. Right? So show respect to that which the other has. Right? Which comes, don't steal. And then we understand the sages who say, don't kidnap. Because the greatest lack of respect for that which a person has is taking them. Taking that person. So we have acknowledged the existence, the importance of the other. Build that relationship with the other. Respect their belongings. Shabbat, false testimony. Wow. What is, actually, we call Shabbat testimony.
It's a distinction.
It's a testimony to the Bereshit, to the...
Exactly. In other words, we Jews, we don't just have beliefs, we have to do our beliefs. Right? Because if you just have it in the head, and it doesn't become kiddishanu b'mitzvotav, it doesn't affect us, it doesn't change us. If we don't do it, we're physical beings in the physical world. If we don't do it, then we don't actually feel it. How do we do our belief in God as a creator? Comes the seventh day, we stop doing creative. We stop creating. Right? Turning on a light is not very difficult. It's not work. It's creating. So comes the seventh day, we stop creating. That's how we do our belief in God as a creator. So our Shabbat is our testimony. Oh, when it comes to a person, don't give false testimony. So if that was respecting their belongings, what would this one be? Respecting what?
Your word.
If we think of these concentric circles, there's my belongings. Coming closer to me, what do I have? My name. My reputation. Right? You could take my car. It's one thing. But if you destroy my name, that is a lot closer to home. So Shabbat is we need to respect the name, the reputation. That's our testimony about God. And there's the name of other people, which is false testimony. So we're going in orders over here. I acknowledge the other. I build a relationship with the other. I respect their things. I respect both in the realm of a creator and another human being. I respect their reputation. Lastly, honor parents. Don't covet. Now, why should I honor my parents? My parent, thank God, I was so blessed to have a wonderful father, a wonderful mother, and then a wonderful stepmother. I was very, 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 very blessed. But let's say a person had horrible parents. He's had a crazy situation now, this family of 13, right? Nuts. Crazy. Dysfunctional. Abusive. Horribly abusive. They've done nothing good. Why should I respect them? They've done nothing at all that's good. Pause for a second. Covet. Right? And we say over here, the way it spells it out for us is, you shall not covet your fellow's house. You shall not covet your fellow's wife, his manservant, his maidservant, his ox, his donkey, nor anything that belongs to your fellow. Now, why are we going into this long list? What's the idea of coveting? Right? I might say, oh, wow, that's a nice car. I like to get a similar car.
But that's not coveting.
Okay,
Coveting, to me, is I want that car.
good.
Mm-hmm.
I want his car.
Mm-hmm.
I want his wife. I want his house. I want his manservant, maidservant, his ox, his donkey. It's more than just jealousy. I want to be not like him. Him. I want to be him. That's what coveting is. Right? I want to be him. The last one is, let's come back to the parents for a second. What have they done of value? They've done nothing of value. Well, if they've done nothing of value, then you're saying that you have no value. Therefore, at your core, you must respect your parents because you must respect yourself. Do we hear that? And therefore, I honor my parents because, right, again, for a dysfunctional, abusive, horrific situation, what have they done of value? You. If your parents deserve no respect, that means that you don't recognize your value. So when it comes to creators,
did you say if you don't recognize your parents?
if you don't honor, if your parents deserve no honor whatsoever, they've done nothing good, then you're not respecting yourself. You're viewing yourself as having no value. So respecting yourself when it comes to creators, how does that manifest itself? In honoring your parents. When it comes to man to man, human to human, person to person, how does it manifest itself? Don't covet. Don't try to be someone else.
Well, it means respecting yourself.
Respect yourself. Don't try, right? If I don't respect myself, I want to be someone else. Respect yourself. Recognize and appreciate your unique assets, your unique role. So again, this is Rabbi David Foreman in his Hidden Structure of the Ten Commandments class that he calls it. I think is, I love it. It's brilliant.
Rabbi, but
Right?
go back to this.
Right? So just one second. So we're working our way through. These 10 commandments are not these 10 disparate, out of the 613 list, let's get 613 balls and put it in and roll it up and see which 10 pop out. Right? We're talking about over here the basics for mankind.
How to be a match.
To live a meaningful, a generous, meaningful life. You've got to acknowledge the others. It's not all about you. On the spiritual and on the human realm. In the relationships that you build, be loyal, be faithful in those relationships. Respect the belongings of others. Respect the name of others. But all of that can't be done unless you respect yourself. These are these five concepts that reflect itself in the earth, in the creator realm, manifest themselves, reflect themselves in the human realm. And that is how you build a person, that is how you build a society, that is how you build a world. Leah.
So then, is it universal? I mean, by this it sounds like it's universal.
These concepts are universal.
But keeping Shabbat is not.
Correct. The specific manifestation of each of these, right, are not necessarily.
So is this within the 7 Noah laws?
we'd have to try to sort that out. Right? We'd have to try to sort that out. The 7 Noahide laws are not committing adultery, not murdering, not worshiping other gods, right? And then it is not eating in a brutal manner, right? Avim min achai, a limb torn off from a live animal, right? Which shows, cruelty or sensitivity, right, towards the greater world animals. It is not cursing God, right? Appreciation, right? It is not stealing, right? And it is setting up a beit din, a just court system, right? Those are the 7. To see how this aligns with that, that would take some work to try to line that up.
She touched on that. So it would work for the non-Jewish people.
100% the concepts.
So it would work one without the other.
Yes, the concepts, right? Actually, it's just this one that is, right? Not all of them are right, but this one is specifically not for non-Jews, right? A full Shabbat observance. But the concepts, right, bring us through.
So you can have one without the other. The
sorry?
concept, but like for example, the 13
Correct.
kids.
I'll just end with one last point on that last one, right? It says you should not cover your fellow's house, your fellow's wife, his manservant, his maidservant, his ox, donkey, right? Vikol, right? It says nor anything that belongs to your friend, right? But actually there's vikol and all that is to your fellow. And there are those that explain that this is actually telling you how is it that you can get past don't covet, right? Because everyone's life has so many different parts to it. And I might say, this is making me crazy. I wish I had that. Or, my finances are really tough, but I wish I had that, right? Or my relationship is this. I wish I had that, right? And there's so many different components. But ultimately, when a person looks at the total package, at the kol asher l'reyecha, right? The way the Balei Musar, the ethicists say, is if a person was going to write down, right, all the good things going on in their life and all the challenges in their life, write down on a list, right, and put it into a bag in the middle of the table. Everyone does that, right? And everyone has to take one bag. Right? After we sniff around a little bit, what do we do? I'll take mine. Thank you very much. V'chol asher l're'echa. So when it says that, it's letting you know, how do you get beyond this coveting? Don't look at the car, the salary, the house, the relationship, right? The kids. Look at the kol asher l're'echa.
This person can
And
be
then,
a miserable person, so
yeah.
don't wish it to yourself.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want the 7, you've got to
Every-
have a horrible wife as well.
It's a package deal. Life is a package deal. And when you choose the package, you're going to choose your own. So live it and make it, own it, and make it special. Okay, my friends, we'll call it over here. Okay. So this was from Rabbi David Foreman. This was not my own. Yes. Sure. So if you wanna.